isikhathi and abantu abaningi ngoba kuqala unyaka with New Year's resolutions, they want to improve ama weaknesses wabo. You can never improve your weakness yakho as a person. You can improve into your strengths kuphela, yes. What you are weak or lack, lokhu yak improvise. You find someone ozokwenzela leyo nto leyo. Angithi yabo, that's where in networking is a con. If when you're not good with your books, ebhizinisini lakho, sulokhu kuzama, ulokhu uzama, find someone ongasebenzi njengawe who's going to help you with the books of your business. You can't do everything alone. Angithi, so you can never improve your weakness, but i-weakness yakho ungakhona ukuthi uthole umuntu ozokusiza kuyona ngaso sonke isikhathi. So if you can't only improve ama strengths wakho. Angithi sezwana. So if awukwazi ukubala imali, thola umuntu okwazi ukubala imali akubalela imali. So that when you go for ama proposal emali azokhona ukuapprove ngoba ulungiselwe umuntu okwaziyo vele. If you can't do your business plan, kuyi weakness yakho leyo, find someone who's going to do a business plan for you. Angithi. So don't just sit uthi angikwazi ukwenza ukuthi but I have i-idea yokwenza ukuthi kanjani. Find some people abazokusiza kuyona ngithi. With that being said, siyacela ukuthi samukele Mr. Bonga Mngoma, OCOO, KZN Gaming and Betting Board, ku Strategic Projects, Alternative Funding Avenues. Ngiyacela shaya ihlombe elikhulu kunaleli. Akuduma izandla, akuduma ihlombe, akuduma izandla, akuduma ihlombe.
Thank you, Program Director. So, kade ngihleli laphana khona isikhulumi la besikhuluma kahle kakhulu. Umkhwanasi yabo ukukhulumela ngevoice ephansi. Ngabona ukuthi yabo uyalaleleka, so lapho ngizama ukukopisha yena. So Program Director, to the Honorable Mayor, amakhosi, abantwana baseNdlunkulu abakhona, amakhansela, abaphathi bomkhandlu abakhona, abaphathi bakwaThetha abasilethele lolu hlelo, abaphathi base-Empower Works, ibo bonke ihambeli zethu namhlanje i-youth delegation ekhona lana icela ukubingelela ngithi all protocol observed. So namhlanje ke ngihlangene nengwadla ukuthi kuthiwa ngizokhuluma ne-youth ngama funding opportunities. Kade ngikhona igqwele la lento ikhuluma kalodwa iqedile. So mina akazi ukuthi fanele ngithini. So sebekhuluma fanele ngithi nje yabo as observed above as before. Kodwa ke just to make the thing interesting ngobani obviously umuntu ngikhathi prepare ubengazi ukuthi uzokhuluma after ama speakers ethe ekhulume kahle kanje before. So kuzoba khona lokho ukuthi ngithi mhlambe nje ngizwe ukuthi manje afuna ukuzwa ngefunding yini le shortile. Anyone just what else? Yes. No. Not so much a question ukuthi nje u-add ukuthi yini eshortile engayi-add nami. Ngizama ukuthola ukuthi yabo ngikhuluma ngani. Ngiyabona ngithi ngibabekile nje abanje. Bona ne-audience la ngiyabhodi yes. Oh, i-gaming side. Oh, awuzakhala madoda. Ngiyabona ke manje senginayo into angayikhuluma ngayo. Ukhona omunye? La ngomunye ibhodi lapha.
Oh, sizoqala ngokuthi ngicela nje ukuthi baba usindlalele kahle ukuthi ama office ale abama guest abekade efikile as amafanda ukuthi abe visible eFriday ngoba manje siyazi ukuthi kubuye kube neconflict ngenxa yama political parties sigcine singakwazanga ukuthola ama information ngendlela noma uthumelile isicelo sakho uthola ukuthi sigcine singabonakali noma sifikile noma sifikanga. Kodwa nje ngicela ukuthi ama offices noma mhlambe kube na something ezokwenza ukuthi nathi hlezi sibone ukuthi lento kuzokhulunywa ngayo la angeke igcine namhlanje. It will always stay active as it is now.
Awu nazo. Yabona ukuthi ngiyazama khona la siya khona yabona bangisizoza kwethu bakhuluma kahle kakhulu. So into ebengithi ngizokhuluma ngayo engizokhuluma ngayo kakhulu is entrepreneurship and how to access alternative funding opportunities. So la makhulunywa nge-funding isikhathi esiningi ke kube iyona ndawo ama-entrepreneurs afika stuck kuyona. So bese kuba khona ke i-funding lesiyaziyo traditionally esikhulumile ngayo. Ezinye izinto nengizozisho lana seyishiwo before ngizobe ngidlula kuzona kodwa ngizobe ngizama ukuhlaziya nokucacisa ukuthi akhona amanye ama-funding opportunities abakhona. Ake ngiqale nje nge-simple crowdfunding. It's a concept yaziwa kakhulu phesheya crowdfunding. Ukuthatha nje abantu abayi-crowd yabo uthi ngicela imali. Ngicela ishumi. Ngicela ishumi. Nali ishumi mfethu. Nali ishumi. Ishumi, ngicela ungiphi ishumi. So what I'm trying to demonstrate njengamanje, you see these people sitting here, 20 people. I could easily raise 20 rand. Ngokucela ishumi. So sis, mangathi ngicela ishumi, kubukhona unginike ishumi? Akubukhona. So the trick about crowdfunding is that it's easy for the funder to give the amount you want, and it's not prohibitive kuyena. So lezo zinto zenza kanjani? It's either people you know that you gather, mhlamba abantu basesontweni omama bomthandazo. Niqale nithi okay, makhona usomabhizinisi endaweni nizomnika u10 rand ukuthi akwazi ukukhulisa ibhizinisi lakhe. That's a form of crowdfunding, that's a form of finance that is available. And leyo nto ekhona inendlela yokuthi ke based on ukuthi labo bantu abayiorganizile bazosho ukuthi bafuna imali yabo ikhokhwe back noma nje bakunika mpumpunulo, yabona. So buyisikhulumeke kodwa ngezinye izinto that are related to that. Enye inhlobo ye-crowdfunding mhlawumbe niyayazi, stokvel. Anyone heard of a stokvel? Stokvel is a form of crowdfunding that you can access. Ngoba ni stokvel ayifunani, ifuna ukwenza imali abazoyihlukanisa at the end of the year. So when I'm on a business, you can approach a stokvel. Sikunika imali, ubanike inzuzo. Bathole lento abayifunayo, nawe uthole lento oyifunayo. Ikhali. Example yokuqala leyo. Ngiyakopela kancane, cela ningathuki, yabo. So ASBili indlela bathi i-angel investing. Ukhona wazi ukuthi yini angel investing? Khona yazi i-angel? Igelosi. So diyayazi ngelosi. That's exactly, that person acts like an angel in your life because they have no business funding you, but because banama opportunities, noma banama funds, they act like an angel to you and they give you funds or access to funds. Mostly, abantu laba ba rich or abantu abane access to opportunities. And some of these are readily available. We don't even know about them, Program Director. Do you know that ubaba umtunga lapha usebenzela uNetbank? Khona lengxenye ke le yaka Netbank yabo. Qala yayibizwa ngeBoard of Executors, iBOE Bank. Manje sekuthiwa iNetbank Private Wealth. So lapha ka Netbank Private Wealth no Investec Private Bank kunalabantu ngisho abashiya imali zabo bayinika amabhanki bathi mina ngangithanda kakhulu mhlawumbe iwildlife noma ngangithanda ecotourism noma ngangithanda lokhu noma ngangithanda lokhu. So mina nginalama funds are available to fund those people, to fund those opportunities. You're still going through the bank, but it's not exactly the same. You hamba nje uyofuna loan yase bank. Usuya through the angel investing side. Nayibona ukuthi enye indlela leyo yokufunda ibusiness lakho because ikhona mhlawumbe abanye abayazi namhlanje ngiyathemba ukuthi khona osezokwazi ukuthi hawu kanti khona imali eyifihliwe nje na yabo le mali efihliwe kodwa ayikho kusofa okay so eyesithathu microfinance ke mashonisa sort of microfinance is basically small amounts of funds 100 rand from 100 rand so I guess it's khona umuntu dayisa amagwinya ushoti ngemali yokuthenga amafutha no flour microfinance finances those people 100 rand 500 rand 1000 rand there are people abenza lo msebenzi there are people who have actually establishments lezi siyibona njengomashonisa ezinye kakhulukazi ke make sure ukuthi you're getting your funds from someone who's registered with the National Credit Regulator to actually give you the microfinance. So those are the form of people who can give you those small funds. Anyone know in company with Tata? Tata, yeah, Tata, yeah, multi-bed, yes. Tata in India started an innovation, Yogwenzi microfinance. It grew so much that they bought the biggest bank in India. Go 100 rand, abaloke bephuma bengen. So I'm just showing you the power of that. Ama Stockfell, sometimes they provide exactly that, lentektiwa in microfinance. Sengizobaka millennial ngiyiphathe phone yami ngoba yabo ngalokho ngishona ngala zoze ngishayeke la ngiyo. Enye ke ama government grants funa uzokhuluma nale crowd engala. Ama grants. Amanye awakahulumeni, amanye are from private institutions. Sekukhulunyiwe ngawo, I'm sure ninolwazi kancane ngawo. So ngizobuyela khona mase ngirapha up. Bese kuzoba ama business incubators. Abanye kade behleli la bebesho ukuthi sinama incubator for these kinds of things. Almost every company in South Africa these days, especially if it's JSE listed, in an incubator of some sort. Why? Khona lento ekuthiwa BEE Act that mandated companies to have enterprise and supplier development. And under those businesses then created incubators to give entrepreneurs access to funding and opportunities and support. So you need to be able to know ukuthi khona into efana naleyo that can give you a leg up to move you in the right direction. And bootstrapping. Has bootstrapping, sis? Has bootstrapping? Ukufasa ababhuzu awunazoke. Yabona njengoba ekuseni uyovuke ugqoke ufake izicathulo zakho bese uyayifasa kanjalo ichaza into efana naleyo ngobani usufana nomuntu ukuthi okay khona la ngiyakhona ukuze ngiye kufanele ngigqoke amabhuzu ngiwafase. Kuyini ke lokho ukuthi uthatha imali yakho uyifake businessing eyabazali yabo mhlambe enye ke microfinance can form a hybrid yabo mhlambe ubhuti wakho uyakuthanda uzothi hayi no mfowethu ngiyakupha noma athi hayi mina ngikushaya ngemicrofinance kodwa ekugcineni umuntu responsible for ukukhokha le mali ubani uwena so you treat it as a form of then bootstrapping and going towards khona ke wakhuluma lana earlier wathi kubalekile ukuthi urecord ukuthi yini osuyifakele businessini lakho nani oinvestile enye imali yakho oyifakile businessini lakho. That's a form of bootstrapping. It also then creates an opportunity for you ukuthi enye ifunda isizobona ukuthi yazi lo muntu serious ngobani ukwazi nokufaka imali yakhe ngoba akekho umuntu ofuna ukungena wena ungathanda ukungena ebusinessini lakho. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about my favorite of all of these, which is supplier financing. I talk about this and I call it my favorite because it's the one type of financing entrepreneurs are sleeping on. Angai understandi, futhi angayisebenzisi as much. Because for every person who says, I have a problem with access to financing, here's the deal. If you have a product that you can sell and you have a supplier, you have the person you can supply with your finance, with your product. That person that you supply to can give you funding. Do you know what's the funding? Yak, ibizwa nge-revenue. Because you've sold something, also kokela. And because that person is interested in your growth, they can give you special terms. Athi ngizokukhokhela earlier than normal, noma ngizokukhokhela before uqala. Usuyambona lo muntu, mengathi umuntu usiso owenza ingubo lana, khona usiso uthe wenza ingubo zomshado. I'm sure sometimes she uses that kind of financing because she would say, mawufuna ingubo yomshado, faka deposit, athunga ingubo. So qedela masuzoyilanda. But what has she done? She's leveraged the opportunity on the person she sells to by making them a partner in their business. So, bathenge again. Another way, find a reliable supplier who needs your product. Find a reliable customer who needs your product. Because khona ne supplier ngizoyikhuluma supplier as well. Who needs your product? Talk to them and figure out a way that they can give you payment terms that make it easy for you to actually operate. Because you don't need funding for the sake of just needing funding. You need funding to pay some things to make you operate. So if you can unlock an ability to operate, you're fine. So that's what I'm saying when I say this type of funding is mostly slept on by entrepreneurs. And it's the one that has the most opportunity because it's largely untapped. Now, so let me talk about now e-gaming and betting sector. So Tinage, we regulate these people that provide you with entertainment, casinos, and gaming and betting. Abanye bayazo Hollywood Bets and Marshall's World of Sport, Sports Pesa. Those are some of our licensees. Bingo. Oh yes. And we have bingo halls. Great Bingo, yes, is a licensee of ours. So what have we done with that? We've realized that part of the economy of KZN, people want to gamble or some form of gambling and entertainment. So we regulate that. But the most important part that we've started to leverage is the fact that to use gaming and betting as a way to drive economic growth in the province. So how? We are then interested in entrepreneurs looking at the value chain, not only at owning a gaming venue, but also looking at the value chain. So, Great Bingo, ukhona, udingani, uconsumer Great Bingo, unemshini abayisebenzayo to make that betting available, bane stationery abasebenzayo, bana kudla abakudayisa kuma venues abo, yonke leyo nto behind the scenes, ekhona. Kwi-horse racing, kunojoki, abagijimi naked, bafaka ingubo, so kunokuthunga lezo ingubo. Kunezihlala abahlala kuzona. Kunamaharness alamahashi. Kunama-horseshoe. Ama-opportunities lawo akhona. And specifically, Tina, we're driving this because we have a mandate to drive economic transformation. Because isikhathi esiningi lezo zinto njengamanje zisakongqiwa nkulu kuphela. We have huge licensees, Tsogosan, Afrisan, Piedmont. These are listed companies on the JSE. They use gaming machines, they use stationery, they have food, they have a whole lot of other things, opportunities in the gaming industry. And we saw that not only is there opportunity with that, we then created what is called a transformation fund. So KZN Gaming and Betting has got something called a transformation fund, which gives you a hybrid of funding, of grant funding, and some sort of loan financing to participate in any value chain activity. So wena, njenge-entrepreneur, uzofika ubone ukuthi okay, nangu lo udinga 1 2 3 ngiyabona ngangena lana ukhulume nabo obese ungafika kuthini uthi yasengidinga nje working capital ka 2 months to actually access that. We have funds for that. We've already had 2 windows open and close for the funding. Eyokugcina ivale ngoSeptember. We aim to have every year ukuthi sine funding window ehlala ivuleka to give access to that. We also very much in this area where gaming, betting is known as the sin industry. Yes. So it's known as the sin industry, so we're also engaging with other financiers to try and influence the change in policy around funding those particular industries, because we don't just want our people to go with betting kuphela. Bakwazi ukuthi if umuntu efuna uku-owner a license, akwazi ukuthi afundeke to create a gaming venue. A license ke, just to wrap up, itholakala kalula. Siya advertise ukuthi lana sizokhipha ama license awo ukuthi sikufakela criteria kufanele ube nayo ebese uya apply sikcheke sinalento ke thina we call it probity. We check you, we khona isikhathi la kwakuthiwa program director says more about people's illegitimate children than home affairs, because we check everything, because we don't want wrong people to be in our industry. If you are qualifying, then you can get a gaming license. As we said, we've created those opportunities. One more, we've created what we also call a Black Industrialist Program, which is a first in the country for gaming and betting sector, where we're actually taking entrepreneurs and we're going to licensees and saying to them, here's a Black entrepreneur. We will give them some money from the transformation fund. Here's a service you need from them, buy from them. So there's an opportunity to even register as a Black industrialist and find a niche, a product or a service that you can sell to our industry that can help you. Now, in closing, sorry to take too long, Program Director. In closing, so what's the main thing that I'd say is important for entrepreneur? I'd say you need to learn a simple language of leverage. I call it the language of leverage. If you don't know what leverage is, ngicela ukuthi uhambe your researcher, understand leli gama. It is the key of unlocking your opportunities in life. Leverage, it's using what you have to get what you don't have from those who have. So it's basically, you have something that people want. Every single person here has got something that people want. In a job, you have your time you can sell to a business owner. If you know what you're looking for at the end, what knowledge and skills you want, you can prepare yourself as the right jockey, as the previous guys spoke about. That's leverage that you're using. Outside here, there was an opportunity to do a car wash. Leverage ngashodinga ngemali futhi awunawo 2000 rand ngifuna ukuyothenga imshini ngizokunika u60% of whatever I make outside. That's leverage, because you have the time, he doesn't, but he has the money, and that's key to access some of these funding opportunities. Thank you very much, guys, and
Thank you so much, Mr. Bonga. Do you guys have any questions for Mr. Bong? Suti, no, the lady in the blue dress, una question. Okay. Ngisacela ngiphe i-mic.
All right.
I'll take only 2 questions ngoba isikhathi siyahamba guys. Ngiyanicela. Ngoba ngibona nabantu ekhona abantu engibabona sebekhona la ngaphakathi. Abantu abafana no Mr Bonga kanje.
Sanibona.
Yebo.
Sanibonani.
Yebo.
Ngiyabonga ithuba. Ngicela ukuhlonipha bonke abahlonishwa bakhona ngaphakathi.
Yebo.
Engicela ukukubuza kumhlonishwa ngaphambili. Ngicela ukubuza ukuthi anwa support yini ama NPOs ka gender base ngenxa yokuthi uma bedliwe la abantu Hollywood babuye bezobhodlela kithi. Sacela inkinga eniqalile nilungise nina.
Does it?
So nje ngizoqala nje ukuthi ngisho ukuthi ena njengamanje ngiya crowdfunda kuwena. Ngicela
Crowdfunda kumina.
100,000 for iNPO yethu bese kuthi ama stakeholders wonke akade ngaphambili nakuwona ngisacela 100,000.
Nazo-
Sisolundi igama le foundation si Queen Irene Mamzila Buthelezi uNdlunkulu kaPhindangene senze
Nazo-
uGBV.
Oh,
Thank you. Before you answer, Mr. Bonga, sacela ukuthatha owesibili owokugcina and then uba phendule boyithu nanga gentleman in the Scotch t-shirt marine Scotch never dies.
Sanibonani, ngikhuluma noButho okwamadi, mainly kwi-IT. So I have a question for ama gaming licenses because mina I'm mainly kwi-IT. So I want to know if maybe if ungafuna ukwenza a formal gaming license, ufuna ukwenza mhlawumbe an online gaming license, where do you actually go ahead with that? Ukwenza kanjani? Yabo.
ngiyabonga kakhulu kuma questions. I like the one for GBV because in just December last year, this launched a GBV project for 10 million for the Office of the President, which was funded by one of our licensees, Isbay. So what we do have in our legislation is that we've actually forced our licensees to actually invest in socio-economic development projects. So instead of crowdfunding with me, find any licensees, put your proposal and say, and you can have access to their funds. We've already put it that they have to fund people for socio-economic development projects, and now the opportunity is to go to the licensees to actually get it. We've got 39 licensees. Each and everyone has got a requirement to actually do some socio-economic development projects. So there you go. Those who want grants as well, that's another opportunity for you there. I forgot about it. 2, online gaming. Online gaming is, at the moment, from National and from Treasury and the Reserve Bank, we don't have a policy position as a country as to how that's going to work. We're busy working on that to make sure that it's actually coming in the right direction. Where we're having a bit of a hybrid mix is where we are then saying those who are interested can join our industrialist program and start actually providing software services to the actual bettors to actually then create the software for those guys who are already doing it. And that's a stepping stone in the right direction for you. Thank you very much.
Cela nimshayele izandla ezinkulu.
Chechela marao ro berekisa. Ero berekisa. Chechela marao ro berekisa.